Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about Katie Clark's latest family update, and surprisingly, a simple moment at home ended up getting far more attention than expected. What looked like an ordinary post quickly had followers reacting, laughing, and even discussing Travis Clark's appearance in family content again. In this video, we'll go over what Katie shared, why the update caught so much attention, and how reactions online turned out very different depending on where people were talking. Let's get into the latest Clark family moment, and why this small post suddenly became a bigger conversation. Katie Clark may have only been sharing another small glimpse into everyday family life, but her latest post ended up getting far more attention than a simple home video usually would. There was no major announcement, no travel update, and no big milestone attached to the clip. Instead, the entire video revolved around an unexpectedly hilarious conversation between Travis Clark and their daughter Haley, who seemed completely immersed in the world of Ratatouille. Within seconds, the post turned into a mix of toddler humor, sweet family interaction, and eventually a new topic of discussion across different corners of the internet. Like several family updates before it, reactions ended up saying almost as much about viewers as they did about the video itself. Katie gave followers immediate context through her caption, writing, "Was not anticipating my toddler asking for a pet rat after watching Ratatouille." The sentence sounded less like a complaint and more like an amused realization from a mom watching her child take a favorite movie very seriously. Judging by the conversation that followed, Katie was not exaggerating. Haley did not casually mention rats once and move on. She appeared fully committed to the idea. And as the video continued, it became obvious that Ratatouille had earned a permanent spot in her imagination, at least for now. The clip opened with Haley calling out to her dad before making a request that immediately caught Travis off guard. "Daddy, can you buy me a rat?" she asked. Travis repeated the question, sounding slightly surprised, but Haley quickly clarified that one rat would not be enough. She wanted a lot of rats, along with chefs and a little guy, details that seemed to exist perfectly inside the logic of a toddler's mind. The request somehow became funnier because Haley did not sound playful or unsure. She sounded serious, like someone presenting an actual plan. Instead of shutting the conversation down or changing the subject, Travis leaned into the entire thing. What started as a discussion about buying rats slowly turned into a conversation about where they would sleep and what they would need. At one point, the idea came up that Daddy could buy the rat its own bed. Moments later, Haley added another very specific requirement, a rainbow blanket with swirls. Suddenly, the imaginary rat had furniture, bedding, and what sounded like a fairly comfortable lifestyle. The more Haley talked, the clearer it became that this was no longer a random thought. In her mind, these rats already had a world of their own. The moment that drew the biggest reaction came halfway through the exchange when Travis casually told his daughter, "I love you." It sounded like an ordinary father-daughter interaction that would usually pass without much notice. Instead, Haley answered instantly, "I love rats." The response completely changed the mood of the conversation. What could have been a sweet moment turned into unexpected toddler comedy, and followers seemed to love every second of it. A few words were enough to become the most quoted part of the entire video. Things became even more entertaining once Haley started explaining what these rats would actually do. According to her, the rats would cook for her. At that point, Katie's voice could be heard asking, "What are they gonna cook?" Haley answered with something that sounded like, "Rats make a ratatouille." Her pronunciation instantly became another fan favorite because it sounded like a toddler version of Ratatouille. When Travis tried offering to make the food himself and asked whether Daddy could cook it instead, Haley shut the idea down immediately. No, only rats. There was no hesitation and no negotiation. Apparently, only rats qualified for the job. It did not take long for Katie's comment section to fill up with reactions. Most followers clearly viewed the clip as one of the funniest family moments she has shared in a while. Many repeated the "I love you" and "I love rats" exchange, while others said they laughed hardest at Haley saying "ratatouille." Some parents admitted the conversation reminded them of their own children after becoming obsessed with a movie. Reactions like those made the post feel more like an authentic family moment than carefully planned content. Ironically, that may be exactly why it worked. Beyond the jokes, some followers noticed something else. Travis appearing in another relaxed family interaction became a discussion point on its own. Several comments openly said they were happy to see moments like this again. Others mentioned enjoying videos that simply show Katie, Travis, Haley, and Harvey together without anything dramatic attached. For supporters of the Clark family, the update seemed to serve as a reminder that everyday content can still hold attention without needing a major announcement. The warmth in those responses was difficult to miss. The atmosphere looked very different in online forums, though. While Katie's comment section focused on Haley's humor, some forum discussions quickly shifted toward Travis. The word rat, which was the center of the joke in the video, became material for sarcasm aimed at him. A number of users brought up older rumors or controversies, while others used the clip as another opportunity to criticize him. For that group, the video stopped being about a toddler wanting pet rats and turned into something else entirely. Some forum comments even analyzed Travis' expressions throughout the clip and argued that he seemed disengaged or uninterested. That interpretation stood in sharp contrast to Instagram reactions praising his patience with Haley. The difference highlighted something common with public figures. Different audiences often watch the exact same video and walk away with completely opposite conclusions. One side saw a dad entertaining his daughter's imagination. Another saw distance where others saw humor. The contrast between those responses ended up being nearly as interesting as the video itself. Instagram was filled with laughter over toddler logic, playful parenting, and imaginary chef rats. Forums revisited older opinions and criticisms. The divide showed that for families with a public presence, even harmless posts rarely stay simple for long. A short conversation about Ratatouille somehow became multiple conversations happening at once. Still, one thing remained hard to ignore. In the middle of all the opinions, criticism, and different interpretations, people stopped scrolling to watch a little girl seriously explain why she needed several rats, complete with beds, rainbow blankets, and cooking skills. The video did not rely on drama to hold attention. It only needed Haley insisting, "I love rats," and rejecting her dad's cooking because apparently only rats were qualified. Out of everything shared in the clip, that strange little exchange may end up being the moment followers remember longest after Katie posts something new. And that's a wrap on this latest update from Katie Clark and her family. What started as a simple post at home somehow turned into one of those moments followers could not stop talking about, from Haley's hilarious comments to Travis showing up again in a relaxed family setting. So what do you think about this update? Were you laughing at Haley's obsession with rats? Or do you think people online are paying closer attention to Travis appearing in family content again? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments because reactions to this one have been all over the place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss future Bates and Clark family updates. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.